right, we are live. Welcome, guys, back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, joined by somebody new today. We got Bleed in the chat, Weapon X, somebody new for the channel. So you guys have somebody to talk hockey for you, because I know a lot of people right now are into March Madness and all that stuff. And hey, Bleed's all into the NHL right now, so that's good to see. We got a one-game NBA slate. Beautiful. And it's between two dog crap teams, so we'll see how that one goes. And then we got a little bit of an NHL slate. I believe it's 10 games?
Yep, pretty big slate.
Yeah, pretty big slate. But before we jump into today's games, we'll go over what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong. What went right was the NBA. I went 2-0-2. So the first two games of the day, I had Philadelphia -4, and they won by exactly 4. And I had Dallas -2, and they were down 1, and they won on a Spencer Dinwiddie game-winning 3. So they won by 2. Pushed on both of those. Hey, I'm all right with pushing. That's fine. It's not a loss. One, 2 bets when I hit on Toronto, and I hit on Boston. Boston was no sweat throughout the entire game. It was beautiful. Love to see it. College basketball, I think, sucked. Started off with what was the early game? Oh yeah, the Wright State game. We had the under. It finished like 94-83. Wasn't even close. We had. I don't remember half the stuff we had. I think we had like a 2-5 day. We had Notre Dame that hit. We had BYU -11 that hit after they were down 5 going into halftime. And they ended up winning by 21 points. So that was kind of nice. They went on like an 18-0 run or whatever happened when they were tied. And nice little casher there. Other than that, I did a little bit of live betting last night with the group. Everybody jumped on Notre Dame, which was fantastic. They ended up winning in double overtime. We had the over in that game. Nice, easy casher there.
And yeah, then, I heard in the chat a lot of people were sweating, including Lenny. Lenny was like, "Oh,
yeah," because it went into overtime at 69-69, and then it went into double overtime at like 79-79. So, yeah, no, that was an intense game. I wasn't sweating it as long as everybody else was, just because I live bet Notre Dame and second overtime. So that kind of worked out nicely. But I feel like Notre Dame did that on purpose because they won the game, and the game finished at like 12:02 or whatever. So the Fighting Irish won on St. Patrick's Day. It only works out perfectly. Welcome to March Madness. Big tournament starts today. I'm excited for it. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into today's games. Go UNC, you bet. Me and Nick are actually against each other on this one. I like UNC. I have UNC going to my Elite 8, so yes to UNC. One NBA game today, and yes, it's a beauty. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Murray State, no. You're missing. Those are some of my upsets. Memphis -3. Yep. We actually grabbed them on the money line before. They're -150. Now they're like 160, 65, somewhere in that range. Yeah, I would take the -3 at this point. What's up, my guys? Let's get us cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social appreciation, subscribe, and share. Marcos. Yes, let's do it. One NBA play. I can't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm on March Madness today, so I have a play on the NBA game, but I don't care. I'm betting it, forgetting it. I'll check the score of the game once it's over. Supness. I want to say real quick, Lex, you're going to be proud of me. You're going to be very proud of me. I put together an 11-leg parlay today, just for you. March Madness, 11-leg parlay. You would be proud of me. I'll send you a screenshot after the show. UNC does not win or cover versus Marquette. They do win, they don't cover. That's what I would say. Game time decision isn't at 6 anymore. No, it's at 5 because it's on the Max Wagers network, and that's how they switched it around. That guy, that's the guy that goes by Weapon X. Yes. Colorado State. No, not Colorado State. Nope, we're on Michigan. Woohoo! Yeah, I'll send it to you when he goes over some hockey games. We'll look over this game first. I don't know. Do you bet the NBA at all?
I used to last year. I actually bet a lot in the playoffs, but I haven't gotten a lot of time to kind of watch it. I'm a Heat fan, So for all those people who don't
Right
know,
on.
right back in the day with D Wade, that's my man. It's been kind of tough because the Heat are pretty good during the season, but when it comes to playoff time, that's where
They always get some type of injury during the playoffs and then lose. That's how it normally goes. Uh,
But I know
but
Pistons have probably the the rookie of the year should be right, Kate Cunningham, but is he out?
no. Well, he's not out, but no, he's not going to be rookie of the year because there's a guy named Evan Mobley in Cleveland. And he's like minus 1,000 at this point to win rookie of the year. Cade Cunningham, close second, along with Scotty Barnes from Toronto. That's a good rookie class, I think. But this is a beauty of a game. The Pistons are at the Magic. Pistons are 18-51 this year. Orlando just a slightly worse at 18-52. Ah, God. Normally I would say 1-800-GAMBLER, don't bet this game. But these two teams have actually been pretty good at covering spreads lately. Everybody knows what Detroit's done. Depending on some certain points at lines, this Detroit team has covered in like 12 straight games. They've been on fire. Orlando is covered in 7 out of their last 10. And you got to think most of these teams are dogs. They're dogs all the time. And I'm getting plus points on a team that's covered 12 straight games against the Magic. Pistons, I got them at plus 3.5 last night. I would still take them at plus 3. I think they went outright today, so that's kind of the only spot that I like today. Obviously, it's only one game, but I'm taking the Pistons plus 3.5 for my only NBA play today. All right, that was a lot of NBA. We'll go. That's yeah. So
It's like
want to
having
go
the
back.
Coyotes and
Yeah,
Irish people one game.
it was like the other night. Yotes and Senators the other night. We got that version tonight. So can I just call him Deadpool? Yeah, go ahead. Have fun with that. Julie Carly hit an 8 or 9 legger. Hey, nice. There you go. I'm better at NBA, Tim. That's why. Yeah, I know. I got you. I reverse teased Magic to -5. All right, we're against each other. Good luck. I'm against the guy that hit an 11 leg parlay the other day. So yikes. Pistons missing 1 or 2 starters. Cade Cunningham questionable in the match. I really didn't look at this one. I looked at the recent numbers, saw that Pistons have been covering, so we'll see. Pistons may not get to 100, but Magic get to at least 105. I think the safest one for this one would be the under, to be honest, but we'll see. Yesterday I made a 25 leg parlay. I don't think I can make one that big. 17 NBA plays, went 17 and 8 in college basketball. College plays 6-2. Thank you, Kent State -1 and Long Beach State +11 cost me 1.5 mil. Huh?
150,000, 1.5
That's
million,
that, that's
1.5
20.
million dollars. I think you
Can
mean
you
to say you could have won 1.5 million. It cost you probably $12 or $15.
Marcos, do me a favor. If you actually 150 grand, you went 17-0 yesterday in the NBA. Do you want to do me a favor and send me that ticket? I would love to see what a 25 leg parlay looks like. That's insane. It's unfortunate, and I was against you. I was on BYU, so I was happy about that. But
17-0
God,
in the NBA is impressive, though.
that is very impressive. I went 2-0-2. I mean, I could have lost either of those pushes, but hey, that's pretty good for you though. But here's what Bleed's here for, because we have a 10-game NHL slate. Believes I'm pretty sure this is one of the better matchups of the night, minus the Battle of New York, and then Sabres play today. So that one's obviously top of the board. But Hurricanes, this one's essentially a pick 'em, total of 6. Thoughts on this one? I will say I have nothing in NHL, so this is all Bleed.
I know Calgren is back in nets. This guy took the NHL by surprise the other day. Basically, shut out the Dallas Stars. I would caution against backing the Leafs again. In this one, they are playing a totally different team in the Hurricanes. Dallas really struggles on the road, and it kind of showed. And yes, he was a hot goalie. Yes, he's playing well, but this is a Hurricanes team that's arguably probably top two in the Eastern Conference. So at almost even money, I'm it's a strong lean for me on the Hurricanes. I haven't really looked deep down on the numbers already, but the Hurricanes play as well as they do away as well as they do at home. So for me, it would be a Hurricanes here at like what minus 115. That's the I really don't pay juice that much personally, but at that price, I would still be willing to take the Hurricanes here on the money line. Maybe a 3-2 game. Um, I don't see the over in this one because the Leafs have to clamp down back defensively. We've seen how they've gotten blown out recently, and it's not helping them. And Austin Matthews still out.
Yes, this will be the second game of Austin Matthews suspension. Yeah, screw that, dude. Trying to check one of them. Trying to check our all-star.
Did his job. He did his job. He got him suspended. That was a hell of a matchup.
Yeah, there you go. I'll DM you. You'll send it up to the show. Appreciate it. What's up? Hit the like button. Let's make this money. Yes. Michigan under 137. I don't have my document up for that one. Let's go pull that up. That's a good question. I have Michigan personally. Let's see if we have anything involving a total. If it's at a 137, Michigan. I can't find it. I might be blind. Here it is. We have it at 130. Yeah, we have it right on there. So no real leans towards it. Go ahead, get it. Yes, congrats. Good day, dude. Good day. Cash on a 9-team Everybody's hitting freaking parlays. Everybody's hitting it. Sixers, beautiful. Hawks. There you go. Bucks, Nuggets, Nets, T-Wolves, Celtics, Raptors, Jazz. There you go. Everybody's freaking hitting parlays today. Kane's money line. Nick's on there with you. Damn, you missed the 1-800. Yeah, I got them. I got Detroit too as well. By the way, Nick, I see you in the chat. Did you send me your card yet? Send me your card when you get the chance, Nick. Showy. Oh, Shuey. That's not on this show.
No,
you like the over in the Detroit in the Michigan? As long as Michigan wins, I don't care. What happened?
What if I have anything on the NBA?
No. I thought you said something with the Shuey comment.
Oh yeah, it's because on Terry's show we I think me and Money Mac we lost.
Yeah, I think it was like the Habs game.
And we're gonna do it when I actually go buy a shoe. I will not drink out of my own shoe, guys. That's how you get disease. So no.
There you go. KG is going Marquette plus 3.5 and Boise in the first half. I'm against you on both. Well, first half Boise fine as long as Memphis wins the game. Colorado State comes to play. Mitch must match pace. Hey, I think Michigan matches the pace. I think they win the game. That's just me. We're just judging it off of numbers. All of our college basketball is robotic. Morning, by the way, everybody. Like and subscribe. There you go. Nice. No, you just woke up. Hey, I thought you were supposed to be in class. What the hell, Nick? Well, we'll
he bailed on you and he liked you.
Anyways, the Predators are in Philadelphia taking on the Flyers. Predators 165 favorite, total of 6. Where are you rolling in this one, Bleed?
The Preds. I gotta roll the Preds on the puck line here. Actually, the line got better from yesterday. I thought it was gonna get worse, but actually the Preds got their line on the money line moved up a bit. It was at minus 175 yesterday. It's at minus 170 right now, from where I see it. And let's face it, the Flyers are probably top 2 worst team in the NHL right now. They're probably going to be shipping Giroux at the trade deadline. Defensively, on breakdown, they're bad. Nashville has been hot right now. They're playing their arguably some of their best hockey of the season, and they're trying to get their seating right for the playoffs. And even with Hart as well as he's been playing, Saros will probably be in nets. And even if it's Riddich, I still like the Preds here on the puck line. That should be definitely plus money. Let me see here on Bet365, it's at plus 150. So I will not even be looking at past matchups between these two teams historically because the Flyers are just so bad and the roster is just so mangled that there's no point really. It's two different teams historically right now. So that's one. Matt Duchene to get back on the score sheet. I like that. That should definitely be plus 150 at least. I got that on Bet365. But there's other books, guys. Always shop around. Plus 140. But when it comes to props, especially, shop around. Now that Bet365 has point props, you can have 3 different books and look at your point props and get the best value. Always try to get the best value. That would be
Yeah. I know definitely people who are in legal states because unfortunately, I'm in North Carolina. I'm not in a legal state, so I can't just go and try to go from book to book to book. I have my one book that I use, and that's all for right now. Once North Carolina gets legal, I'll have like 12 different accounts on 12 different books and all that stuff. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
and I still have FanDuel everywhere. That book, from what I know and what I've seen from people, is insane. You can literally make your own bet.
yeah. And I will say, Nick mentioned to me with certain teams, like certain bad teams, with players that want to be traded from now until like the trade deadline, they could be a little bit deadly. So I know that you mentioned Drew might get traded. That tells me he might try to play better today, and Flyers might be able to cover or be able to try to win this game straight up. Like trying to, he's also mentioned that's why the Yotes are playing really well because some of the players want to get traded, and certain teams are playing better than we normally see just because of just because some players want to get traded. So um, I, I have a feeling this one could be a little bit of an interesting like upset for today, but I'm not. I
I
personally
have
I'm
an
not betting
upset
it.
for
So
today, but
you
that is
do.
definitely not it. Personally,
That's fair. That's
that's why
fair.
I'm riding with the puck line on the price. Yeah, plus 150. Great
I
value.
gotcha.
But we can
Back to
move
the
on to
chat
the
for a
battle
minute.
in New York. We have one half.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. We gave out the first half. Shout out to appreciate it. Hey, there you go. Lex is on Michigan as well. He was saying the over. He liked the over as well. There you go. Yeah, Michigan. Michigan's gonna win. Nick, be useful. Send your card and a poll. Yes. Nick, set up a poll in the chat of like the most biggest like who's gonna get upset today in college basketball or something. You have class at 11. Fine, whatever. Spencer Dinwiddie's a beast. Hit the game winner against his old team like that. Dallas Nets game was a good one. Yes, it was. For sure, money today is Kings, Vancouver, and the Blue Jackets. We'll go over those teams. We'll go over them. Hurricanes play in North Carolina. They play in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pretty much about 20 minutes from my house. So, and I've been to a couple of games, and I've never rooted for the Hurricanes when going to those games. So, the Dallas Stars are minus 167 in Montreal, taking on the Canadiens. It's another team that Nick mentioned that they've been playing better. A lot of players might get traded. Total is 6. Where are you looking at this one, Bleed?
Well, the Habs don't have that many players that can get traded right now. They already traded Shabbat, not Shabbat, sorry, Shariat. Their best, arguably their best defenseman right now. He was traded for quite a couple of picks, so it's good for the Habs' future actually. Finally, kind of moving away from that Bergevin disaster that they've had for 11 years, whatever
Yeah.
it was, 12 years. And Dallas hasn't been playing very well on the road. So for me here, Um, I would probably go if I had to bet something. If you twisted my arm, probably go with maybe Montreal's team total over 2.5. They are at home. Dallas has 10 goals away. But I still can't back Montreal regular. They've lost against Coyotes twice. Um, they're just not a very good team. They're getting there with a new coach. They just need more depth on the roster, which they don't have. But for them to actually put up some goals here, it should definitely be at least a decent amount for goals here for them. That's team total for Montreal. Where's my book? Okay,
That's fine.
fine.
That's fine.
It's a little laggy, but
Yeah, you're good. We can still hear you.
yeah. So over 2.5, whether it's regulation or not, I'm pretty comfortable with that one. For them to get 3 goals, I think the Habs can get 3 goals here. And plus 155 is just a little low for me to back up the Habs here on money line. I would have to see a plus 200. But at
Yeah.
almost even money on their team total, that's what I would like here. But anything else, I don't really have.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I love this question. How are you from Carolina and became a Sabres and a Mets fan? A, I've been a Mets fan since I was born. B, I was born in Long Island, New York.
There
Um,
you
so I was born in New York, lived there for 15 years. We moved down the summer of 2015, the year that the Mets made the World Series. And Sabres is kind of a meme. I'm from New York. I we If we grew up with a hockey team, it was the Islanders, like Nick is. Sabres is just like a fun little meme. And you even spelled it wrong. It's Sabres, but um, yeah, but I mean, yeah, we're in North Carolina now, but yes, I'm a New York fan. In terms of um, Mets, Jets, Sabres dash Islanders, and then of course for the NBA, I'm a Denver Nuggets fan. So there you go. That's only
Jokic,
because
fucking,
that's
I
only
can't blame
because
you,
when
man.
I started watching NBA, it was Carmelo Anthony who went to Syracuse, which I'm also a Syracuse fan. So and then I just I never left. This is a Murray jersey. We're actually going to the Hornets and yeah, I got it, Nick. Hornets and Nuggets game on March 28th. So that should be exciting.
Nice.
Um, we'll keep on moving. We got like 8 games left. Try to power through these.
Yep.
Capitals are minus 190 against the Blue Jackets. Total is 6.5. Thoughts on this one?
Thoughts on this one? Columbus was on back to back. They won yesterday. For me, it's the over in this one. Whatever you get it at, over 6.5.
6.5.
I think we see goals in this. It's at what minus 115. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it is. The Blue Jackets played a pretty defensive game yesterday, so there's that. I do expect the Capitals to win here, but there is no value for them. Even regulation, I think you get minus 140. So if you want to back them up, you would back them up on the puck line. The thing is, Samsonov has been pretty bad. You can't really trust that goalie if it is Samsonov and Nets. If it is somehow I forget his name.
I'm not the right person to ask for names.
No, he's here. Wrong game.
Blue Jackets goalie.
No, no. I mean, Corpusal is pretty bad too, letting in goals, and Vanasek was decent last game. Vanasek has been decent, but he's not ready to take that load of the NHL. So for me here would be the over. Um, team total for Capitals, if you can get at over 3.5, I think they can still put 4 here on the Capitals. On the Columbus Blue Jackets. And if you look at Blue Jackets on back to backs, most of the games go over like 90% of the time. So
Yeah.
especially they played a pretty tough quad game yesterday. The team total, the books expect the Capitals to put at least 4 on Columbus here. So
There you go.
I'm a Columbus backer in good spots. I love to back them, especially at plus money. I've gotten a lot of cash from them at plus 200, plus 230. I should have backed them yesterday on the puck line instead of the over and the money line, but it is what it is. Here for me, it's just a fade spot based on back to back and based on the recent form of the Capitals here. Ovi should stay hot. I think he's gonna continue to climb the goal ladder and try to climb that goal ladder as fast as he can
Yeah.
during this season because nothing is guaranteed, right? So next season,
Yeah, he may not have long left.
exactly. So he's trying to get to that Gretzky line right there. He already passed Yager. Yager gave him a message, he might come back to the NHL and come chasing him. Funny. Jaromir Jagr is always a fun guy in the NHL. So um, if not, also Patrick Laine should definitely be a good spot here for anytime goal. He didn't score last game, but he's had some really good games here against
There you go.
plus 160 bet 265. There you go.
Good luck. What happened to the Nets last night? They blew a 12-point lead and messed up your parlay. Should have took them plus 3. The Dallas Mavericks won, and I was happy about that. That's what happened. Caps money line over 6.5 is plus 190. There you go, Nick. Speaking of Nick, Islanders Rangers Battle of New York 130 favorite home team is the Rangers 5.5. What are you liking?
I like the Islanders here, man. Straight up on the money line, give me the Islanders. This is a revenge spot for the Islanders. They're somewhat finally healthy. They got Barzal back. Barzal's got his feet back under him. They've actually been playing pretty well. And this is a New York Rangers. I'm guessing you guys talked about it. Nick has probably talked about it on the show.
Overrated.
A very good team on 5-on-5, right? They rely a lot on their power play. And the Islanders are still one of the best teams on the penalty kill, right? This is a battle of New York. This is a rivalry, like city to city, right? It's right there.
Oh yeah.
So for me here, that's probably going to be it. We're probably going to be Sorokin versus Shesterkin. And I'll just take the value here with the Islanders. I really like that, and I like if you like props here, probably Brock Nelson and Anders Lee to stay hot. They've been really hot for this New York Islanders team.
There you go.
It just is what it is. I'm not a big believer in the Rangers. Yes, they're up there in the division. The eye test is telling me something else. Right now they're overproducing. I think it's going to come back down. And against a team like the Islanders, they need it because they need that playoff spot.
That is true. Dallas ain't a team to play when they look like monsters. Yes, the Mavericks could be very good at times. Scary to take it over with Igor, but over 5.5. Good luck to you, Nick. Good luck to you. Got 5 more NHL games halfway through. Penguins are in St. Louis taking on the Blues. Penguins minus 117. Total of 6. Let's keep riding. Where are you looking?
Oh, man. This one, like you won't believe it, but for me, it's kind of a stay away because I don't know which way to lean, honestly. I would back the Blues back early in the season. They would be at home. Right now, they're struggling to kind of score. They're very uneven depending on the game. Pittsburgh just came out from a pretty bad beating from the Preds on the road. Goalies wise, Uso's kind of been trending down. Binnington hasn't been right all season. I think he's been okay. So maybe the over here, if it's over 6 or over 6.5. Over 6 is a little bit juiced at minus 125. I think we see goals in this game on both sides. I just don't have a good read on who's going to win this
That's
one.
fair. Hey, you don't have to bet every single game. That happens.
Exactly. Especially on a slate like this, you have 10 games, you pick your spots, and you come out. That's it.
Yeah, Nick wants nothing to do with this game either. Okay, keep on rolling. The best team in hockey is up next with the Buffalo Sabres. They're in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. Oilers a slight 240 favorite, total of 6.5. Sabres money line, right?
Yes, actually, that's my dog of the day. Um, I knew it was gonna make you happy. Look, I know a lot of Oilers fans are gonna come and cry to me, but it is what it is. You guys have a dumpster fire of franchise. If McDavid and Draisaitl are not there, this team is bad from defensively to goalie, especially if Mike Smith is in, um, which he might be because Koskinen plays so poorly playing the puck. They can't trust him playing the puck behind the net. So now to go back to Mike Smith, you're just gonna hemorrhage goals. This Sabres team is hungry, is young. They're very well coached. If you guys remember in the beginning of the season, they had the best power play for the first 10 games. They've cooled off since then because it is growing pains. This is a young team, but
Yes,
it's a team that can put up goals. You saw what they did to Toronto
twice
uh,
in 1
twice
week.
exactly. So for me here, plus 210, Sabres money line. Put the ticket out. Forget about it. Even if you're not comfortable, you can put a half unit and get a unit back. Um, at that value is a no-brainer. Goal props, you can go from that first line with Tage Thompson and Jeff Skinner. Both of those guys have been really good this season. Uh,
Tuck.
Rasmus Dahlin has been playing
Yes.
lights out, and he's probably one of the like he's the type of Victor Hedman type of defenseman. Big, so mobile. You see it on the ice. You see the eye test. So for me here, it's really a no-brainer for me. I know everybody's going to be backing, and their mom is going to be backing the Edmonton Oilers, probably on the puck line. I don't trust them. For me, Edmonton's a team that is a fade for almost the entire season, including the playoffs. As soon as they hit the playoffs, I'll probably going to be fading.
That's
So
fair.
Sabres money line, cash that ticket. Let's go. Dog of the
Let's
day.
do it. Sabres to score first in the game is plus money. I don't mind that either.
Edmonton's been
Uh,
getting scored on first for almost 9% of the season. If you look at the stats, it's insane.
wow.
Um, it's they don't score first. When
No.
they do, they win, but that's why they don't win often like that because they don't score often first.
There you go. Nick likes the team total over for the Sabres and the over 6.5. Sabres next year for Stanley Cup. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Once they get Owen Power up, I remember talking about him. No, it's not a 1-800. Stop it. Time to
Owen
fade Buffalo
Power.
is tomorrow versus
I
Calgary.
forgot you guys had Owen Power. Wow, what a backfield that's going to be next season. Jesus,
Yes.
the little
He'll be up next year, right?
Oh, definitely. He's arguably NHL ready. He played in the Olympics. He
Yeah.
stood his
That's how
ground.
the junior
Big
thing. Yeah,
man.
I heard about him.
He's six
Oh, no,
foot
he played in
six. This kid
yeah.
is 6'6", 225 pounds, 230 pounds. Puts on more muscle. He's got creativity. He'll be good.
There you go. At three games left. We got about say 15 minutes to do it.
All right.
Sharks at Kings. Kings 155 total of 5.5. Where you rolling?
Kings puck line. This is a big revenge spot for the Kings. Yes, they're a little bit banged up, but I think actually it's weird. They lost against the Avs, 3-1 last game. Um, they played really well, and usually teams that play us, the next game they play with an extra edge because they have to not to brag about the Avalanche. It's so intense to play a team like the Avalanches, where
Mm-hmm.
they're fast, they're skilled. Uh, it's almost you have no choice but to up your game, right? And the Sharks have beaten them twice, back to back. It was last week. So this is definitely a revenge spot for the Kings. The Sharks are coming off decent form, but they lost against the Panthers, and they've been very uneven. I can't trust the Sharks. I think the Sharks are pretenders. The Kings are contenders. I've been
Yeah.
saying that all season. So Kings puck line here should be what plus 140. Plus
Yeah,
no,
60,
actually great plus
160.
155. So
There you go.
I like puck lines, guys. Look, it's always a great value, especially when you have the plus money.
Yep.
And if would I rather pay minus 160 for a money line, or would I rather pay plus 165 for a money line, even if I lose it? Right? It's the same. I'm putting 1 unit on it. It's a win. It's a lose 1 unit if it loses, but if I win a lot more. I mean, I win a unit and a half, right?
Yep.
So, and again here, Kings are at home. Smack. Let's go.
There you go. Kings all day, revenge spot at home.
Yep.
Sharks will score first, could be interesting. Kings minus 1.5, about time for San Jose to be the baby Sharks. Do.
Yep.
Tim, when does spring training start? I believe some spring training starts today. I'm going to wait a little bit in order to start capping it. I want to see what the
Man, the
managers want
Dodgers
to
are
do in terms
packing
of
up. I've
rotation.
seen that. My
And
God,
Freeman to the Dodgers, yes. F the
it's
Dodgers. Honestly, I hate the Dodgers. Hate the Dodgers
LA. Everybody wants to go to LA for some reason, always.
because they're
But
good.
hey, nothing's guaranteed. Look at the Angels. What they did for so many years,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They have two
So
generational talents and they can't win. So,
exactly. We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Detroit is in Vancouver for the next one. Vancouver is a 186 favorite. Total is 6. Anything in this one?
yeah, actually, for me, it's just a clear fate of the Red Wings in general. Um, I like this game to actually go over. The lines are pretty juiced. I know Vancouver's our boy that sports guy would say like there's no way Vancouver should be minus 200. I mean, in this case, probably. Sorry, Lenny. It is what it is. You guys just don't play defense. You don't know what defense is. I think it's not in your vocabulary.
No.
So for me here, it would probably be I would take the alternate over 6.5. Um,
That's probably good juice.
That's probably a pretty good juice because at 6 right now, the line's at 6 and it's minus 130. So they are expecting goals. I'm expecting goals. Vancouver has hemorrhaged a decent amount of goals, but they've also covered puck lines recently at home. So that may be another puck line at plus 125 to get. The team total for Vancouver, um, let's see, it would probably be juiced, but actually decent minus 125. The race too, that could also be interesting. Um, in a game where you see goals,
Both teams can score.
both teams can score. A Vancouver race to 4 is at plus 120. I like that. I think they don't have to cover, but if they get to 4 first, I think they do, and I think they get to 4 in this game. That's
I
the
like
only.
it. There you go. LA, because it's La La Land, it's a good state. I mean, we've seen what happens when a bunch of big stars come to Los Angeles, like the Lakers do, and they're doing great. How do we not smash the over 6 in the Wings? I don't know,
Yeah.
Nick.
You-
This guy to be the first goal scorer in the Sharks game.
Logan Couture.
There you go.
Actually, why not? I mean, he's been on fire. He's been put on the first line now. I think Hurdle and Meyer or Meyer. I think he's centering that line. Logan
No,
is their captain, so why not?
why not? Why not?
Yeah, as for the
Oh
Lakers,
boy,
I mean, it's a dumpster fire in there. You can't just expect to put stars together that don't play well together and win games and go to championships. And LeBron is I know he puts up 50 burgers on nights where
it doesn't matter.
he's
Uh-oh.
don't matter. So it's what it is. He's older. He's not the same top dog that you see. Yes, for his age, he's playing at a phenomenal level, but still, it's the NBA. It's the most competitive league of basketball in the world by a mile. So,
Correct. Yep. Real quick, Lexus parlay today. Orlando -5, Carolina race to 3, Caps puck line, Preds team total over, Rangers over 5.5, Montreal team total over, St. Louis race to 2, Detroit both teams to score in the first period, Michigan -2.5, Memphis -4. I like it. Marquette plus 2.5, and St. Mary's plus 3.5. Good luck.
Yeah, actually,
Top
that's
two,
pretty good from the
top
hockey.
two plays for March Madness today. Grab the early game, grab Michigan, and then San Francisco tonight. Final game of the night for the NHL: Panthers minus 175 in Vegas, taking on the Golden Knights. 6.5 is your total. Final game of the night. Where are you looking?
This is oh, I love that the Vegas Golden Knights are bad right now. For me, it warms my heart as an Avalanche fan. Uh, I know what they've done to us in the playoffs. They're just not the same team anymore, and their coach is the most overrated coach in NHL. Peter DeBoer, wherever he goes, he inherits really good teams. He inherits Stanley Cup contenders, and then in 4 years brings them all the way down to the ground. This is what's happening to the Vegas Golden Knights right now. Uh, Florida has been very bad compared to their production, what it is throughout this West Coast. So I think they want to get kind of back on track. The over is probably juiced, I'm assuming, because of history between these two. Yeah, it's over 6.5 minus 115. For me, it's just take Florida's puck line at plus 150 and just forget about it. That's the only thing I got in this game. I think Vegas is really poor form. They're not. They don't have a goalie that can stand on its ground. They're really steal games right now. So, and Florida is just as the game progresses, they get more intense. They get more shots on nets, power plays. This is not a spot for Vegas. I'm sorry.
Okay, there you go. Nick says he leans under 6.5, but he's going to end up passing on that game. We made it through the entire NHL slate. Good work, Bleed.
Thank you, Tim.
Appreciate you hopping on with me. But that's all the games for today. Quick housekeeping, recapping and everything before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out Bleed on Twitter. It's at Bleed Green Bets. I could probably put a hold on at Bleed Green Bets on Twitter.
Appreciate it,
Like
Tim.
that. Check him out. Check all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, EarleSportsBets.com website, ESP Shorts, all that stuff, all linked down below. We appreciate anybody who goes and follows on all of those. Make sure you check out Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. He's live every day at 4:30. Bleed joins that show pretty much every single day. They go and break down the hockey slate with a bunch of good handicappers over there. They've been really hot lately, so you're gonna want to hop on with them and start listening to them. Make sure you guys check out the Max Wagers Network. It's the new picks and parlays conversion with winners and whiners. It's 11 o'clock for Higgs today. That's why we try to speed up this show a little bit because I produced that one. Allie will still be at 1 o'clock. Just Parleys is at 2. Scott and Scott at 3. Game time at 5. So lots of content coming out for the Max Wagers Network. So make sure you guys follow them over there. We still have our 7-pack up for the college basketball stuff for today. If you guys are interested in that, or grab the week pass. Use the link in the description. $49 over on the EarleSportsBets.com website. But recap for today: big NBA slate card for me. I got the Pistons plus 3.5, and that's it. I did not touch any college baseball today just because it's March Madness and I was heavily invested into that. For Nick likes the Nashville Predators puck line. He likes the Panthers money line, the over in the Rangers game, the over in Montreal plus 180, Edmonton Buffalo over, Detroit Vancouver over, and the Kings over as well. Bleed, do you have like a best bet that the one that you like the most tonight?
Yes, I do actually, and for me, it really is the Kings puck line at plus 160.
There you go, Kings puck line for that one. You agree with my TC? What do you mean TC? I don't know what TC is. Oh, your teaser or whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Tim, is there any way I could be a guest on your show sometime? I'm a good capper. Talk to me off stream. DM me on Twitter, and we'll talk. We'll see. There's certain requirements because with being contracted through Picks and Parleys, there's certain things I'm not allowed to have on my show. So I just want to make sure we match those requirements. So DM me on Twitter, and we can figure that one out. I know I was there. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, total chaos. We'll see. But that should wrap it up for today's show. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Whatever you guys are betting on. Okay, go ahead.
Go Sabres.
Yes, I was going to add that. At the end.
Out of the day.
Yes. There you go. Whatever you guys are betting on today, whether it's March Madness, whether it's NBA for whatever reason, the one game, even though I have money on it, the NHL, whatever you guys are betting today, good luck. Let's make some money. And yes, as always, Sabres for the cup. Let's get it.